Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group, and you're watching to the Market Watch review. Asia-Pacific trading saw the rise of India and China as the largest markets. After falling Monday and Tuesday, Europe's Stoxx 600 is in trouble. The U.S. equity futures remain firm. The greenback's performance is mixed. The New Zealand dollar, which was subject to a 50 basis point hike by the central bank, is now off twice as much the yen. Gold has risen to near $1,980 in the last 4 weeks. June WTI is still firm. Yesterday, it rose 6.6% to reach $100 per barrel. Asian Pacific market. Economists preferred a 25 basis point increase by the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, but the swaps market preferred a 50 basis point hike. The Bank of New Zealand gave a 50 basis point increase. This is the first time that the central bank has raised rates by more than 25 basis points in over 2 decades. Japanese officials reiterated that rapid movements in the yen are not desirable, but did not say much about the level. The market interprets this as a signal to continue pushing ahead. In late Asian turnover, the greenback climbed above JPY 126.35. Yesterday's bullish outside day for the Australian dollar was barely enough to make it a success, but today it has been offered. Yesterday's high of 0.7500 was the zenith, and it now appears that it will be retested at $0.7400. Market of Europe. The UK news stream is not very good. The London policy will fine both the Prime Minister and the Chancellor of Exchequer Sunak for attending parties during lockdown. Both denied the accusations at first. Inflation rose more than anticipated in the UK. CPI preferred measure rose to 6.2% from 5.5%. CPI rose 1.1% month over month for a pace of 7.0%, the highest in 30 years. This is the 4th session that sterling has traded below $1.30. It is not closed below $1.30 yet, but it has reached lower lows. Tomorrow is the ECB meeting. The ECB must adjust its policy to address the escalating price pressures, but it is unlikely that they will make any changes. After being turned back yesterday from 1.09, the euro moved closer to $1.08 today. A break of 1.08 could lead to a move towards the March 2020 low at $1.06. Market of America. Today's PPI is a reminder of the U.S. inflation, which follows yesterday's CPI report. For an 8.5% increase in year-over-year rate, the March CPI increased 1.2%. Today's U.S. producer prices report includes March data. Expectedly, the headline will have accelerated to 10.6% from 10%. The swaps market priced in the possibility that the Bank of Canada would raise its interest rate by 75 basis points. This was a week ago. Although it isn't quite pricing in a 50 basis point hike, it seems like it still represents the most likely scenario. Yesterday's greenback climbed above CAD 1.2660 for the first time in nearly a month. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.